you got to think this thing through. You have to. You owe it to your employees, you owe it to your company, you owe it to yourself. So go check it out today. Really good response last time. I have Jim Hoft. I'm trying to get Rudy up. Let me have Jim Hoft. Jim, this Gateway Pundit story today, because we're working on a timeline of things that happen here. Remember, the War Room's theory of the case, it's 2 November. Just drive a stake in that. Yes, there's all kind of lies and spin and cover-up from there. And now they're going to subpoena, I think, the NBC and CBS. I think Fox News was talking about that this morning to see what they knew and when they knew it, and all that we have to get down to. But it's the 2 November when they found the first compartmented top secret over at the CCP Penn Biden Center that is most interesting to us, and particularly the lawyers that were in the closet rummaging around, and what was the lead up to that. That did not happen, ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of the 2nd of November. Trust me, did not. And that's all the media right now that won't ask any of those questions. If they're not asking the questions, just remember those are the most important questions. The stuff they're asking right now is they're basically trying to do a spin here to get your focus on the least important. That's why I say, oh, this was, inadvertent. It was a secretary. No. Chain of custody. It's Biden's material. And we're going to get to the bottom of who actually saw it and who monetized it. Jim Hoft, what's this article you've got up on Gateway Pundit today about Biden's taxes? What is it?
Yeah, so this story broke last night, and we were tipped off on it. And what happened was Joe Biden, during the election in 2019, had posted his tax returns on a page. He called it Financial Disclosures on the Biden-Harris campaign webpage, joebiden.com. It has been up for several years. Well, you know what we found was, and we heard, and Tucker Carlson had mentioned this last night, that they had removed those documents. And now if you go to that same financial statement page, it brings you to Act Blue, a donation site for Democrats. So what we did was I went back to the Wayback Machine to find out when were these documents removed. And what I found was that on July 17th, of 2022, the documents were up there. Joe Biden's tax returns were still posted on the joebiden.com website. But then on July 18th, the documents were gone. And that's when it redirected you to Act Blue. So what happened during that time? I was talking with one of my writers, Christina. We're trying to look back and see what was going on at this time. And, we had Joe Biden's first recession, when they had the two quarters that were negative. Of course, they don't call that a recession, but that was happening at that time. We also had some shooting in Highland Park, that trans shooter who was on a mass shooting that happened in July. And you know what else happened? And Christina reminded me of this. This was just 3 weeks before they raided Mar-a-Lago in President Trump's home and raided, his house and rummaged through his articles and went through Melania's closet and his son's room. So this is what happened. They got rid of these documents just 3 weeks before the raid on Mar-a-Lago. I thought that was very interesting. And what we did this morning also, Steve, is in case they take these tax forms down, because we went to the Wayback Machine, we have these tax forms, we reposted them on the Gateway Pundit, so your audience can go out there and look at these documents and see if they find anything suspicious. Of course, they can notify us, can notify you. But those documents are reposted at the Gateway Pundit.
Jim, you guys are doing a great job there. It's one of the first things we look at in the morning for show prep. So keep you and Joe keep grinding. Gateway Pundit up on Drudge last week. I think 100 and some million page views per month. So just incredible. Great job. How do they get to you on social media, Jim?
So we're on Getter, we're on Truth, we're on back on Twitter. And we're on Facebook. Don't get much traffic there, but you can find us at thegatewaypundit.com. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, brother. By the way, that timeline is going to go back, and you're going to find out that there were things going on this Biden situation pre 8